As soon as I got to prison, I could see that real estate was going to be important, maybe even more important than it is out here, because there's limited real estate in prison. So right away, they assign you to a room, but I could see that if I could find a room that I wanted, my counselor would probably move me if I went in and made my case. And I could see that there were some rooms that were quite a bit better than others. Like the rooms on the end, they weren't around the day room. There's a big day room that's very loud, and there's rooms up top and rooms down at the bottom. Well, when people are making a lot of noise, it's hard to sleep and have peace. So something happened at Dublin about 3 months into my prison sentence. They moved everybody. They shifted people from one side of the unit to the other, which is it was chaos. There was a woman that had a total come apart because she'd been in the same room for 10 years. Well, the first thing I did, having real estate background, is I went and lied up at the counselor's office, because I know that if I can make my case to the counselor, I'm probably going to get, first dibs at a good room. So I'm standing there waiting, and other women start lining up. As soon as they announced it, I went to the counselor's office. And I had somebody that I wanted to move in with, and I told her, let's just go make our case. So we go into the counselor, and I start telling him why he should move me and this other girl into a room at the end of kind of in the wing. And she goes, shh, louder, don't talk too loud. The girls out there know what we're trying to do. It was like serious business, right? Then when I got to Wasika, again, real estate's a big deal. I had a girl come see me right when I got there, and she's like, do you want to be in my room? Because she could tell I was pretty calm. So we had a good room and a good space, and then it started getting rowdy. Some people moved in across from us that were really loud, and she wanted to move to the end of the hall. So, and she didn't speak great English. It was, Spanish was her first language, so she asked me to go in and work the deal. So I went down and I said, hey, listen, my roommate wants to put some money on your books to trade rooms, like $400, which is a big deal. Now, I should have never done that, because you can get charged for that in prison, and just by talking about it, it's a conspiracy, and I know this, but I wasn't willing to do any of the money transfers. Anyway, as we talked about it, they were willing to make the trade, but I ended up moving to a different unit. So I didn't benefit from that room change, but that's the kind of stuff that happens in prison with real estate.